Hi guys, let's play a bit with our friend the Batman. So let's go to the Metropolis battle zone and let's go fight some Green Lanterns, or I should say some Lanterns. Period. And let's go straight to the historic outpost. There seems to be a bit of lag. I know some people were complaining about lag in Rip and Time Elite version, but I guess there's lag everywhere, I suppose.
The area near City Hall is under attack. Head there immediately.
Well, I should have taken
Star Sapphires have brought a few of their homegrown crystals to Earth.
that
If
one
you hurry, you
last.
can rescue the people.
So let's go to
Let's
Lacecore
force an order
Tower.
from Luther himself to collect as much of the citrine mist as they can. Obviously, Larfleeze isn't interested in sharing, so he sent his construct core after the mist. Head to LexCore Tower and recover what you can.
So I guess there's a lot of people logged in tonight. The servers seem to have a hard time keeping up. So we need some barrels and some orange lanterns. So let's start with let's get rid of the barrels. Usually I try to pick the barrels that are close to where we have to bring the barrels to, but nah, the barrel was there already. Oh. And as you saw, this is not one of the orange lanterns we have to defeat. But it's okay, there's plenty to go around. So usually I try and get rid of the... Oh, let's get rid of that little guy there. I'm not sure if you can throw it. Maybe I'll try it someday. So that takes care of the citrine mist barrels. So let's focus now on the lanterns. The best place to get them is usually here, because that's where they're going. But sometimes they respawn, they can respawn pretty quick here too, so if you're barely at the minimum combat rating, I wouldn't really suggest coming here, but once you're pretty much at level or over the level, then yeah, that's usually a good spot to go to get those orange lanterns. Although there's plenty of them around, so it's not really an issue. It's not like some other missions where you have to look and look and look for the lanterns you need. Here, there's more than enough of them pretty much everywhere. And even here, they respawn pretty quick, so you could almost just stay here and just wait for the lanterns to respawn. As you can see, they respawn pretty quick. So either you wait for the one that respawns, or you wait for those that brings the barrels over here. Either way, there's plenty of orange lanterns to fight. This should be our last one. I'm not sure why sometimes the grappling hook really doesn't want to work. There might be a slight limitation in combat that I'm just not aware of. It could be. And now we need to go activate the 3 turrets. Again, we can fight all the lanterns that are over here and then activate the turrets. Or if we're just a tiny bit sneaky, we can just go around and stealthily activate the turrets without fighting any of them evil lanterns. And now let's go to City Hall. It says we have to go see our friend Elsa, but first we have the other mission around City Hall. I'll select the mission so that you can see what we're... Oh, wrong one. And I hear something.
If you hurry, you can rescue the people trapped inside of it, assuming they haven't been converted.
Oh, there it is. So let's travel to City Hall. So we need the 6 crystals. And they're usually fairly well identified. And ideally, you try not to use abilities that have too big of an area of effect, so that you don't end up attracting every lanterns this side of the Mississippi. But once in a while, if you feel safe enough, you can use some area of effect abilities.
Thanks. I couldn't move in there.
Calculation completed.
Yeah, I know it's a cheat to use dual pistols with the Batman, but there's so much you can do by not using the best abilities. Sadly, at some point, they pretty much made weapon masteries mandatory.
That was too close. I could feel
And I guess I kind of got used to it. Oh, I have a friend lantern helping me out. Ain't that sweet?
great. Now let's win this war.
We'll just need one more. Oh, there's our last one.
Scanning.
Just doing a few missions with the Batman.
identified the location of newly converted star sapphires that appear to be preparing for an attack. Head to the coordinates and stop them.
I'm not sure if we did enough missions to be able to do the bonus mission. I guess we'll know soon enough. If not, we'll go do something else. That was quick. Oh. I didn't do those missions that often, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have the bonus mission. If not, we'll get it some other time.
Don't dwell too much on those that were converted.
6 out of 10.
Sadly,
So it would take us
war has
about
its
2 more
casualties.
days. So let's go do something else. Before 116, that's usually the sweet spot. There's quite a lot of missions that can give us marks of victory at this point. Like essentially pretty much all the tier 6 still give us marks of victory. So let's go to the Gotham Under Siege, and we'll go to New Genesis after.
What console are you on?
I'm on PS4. I'm on PS4, and there's been a bit. It's been a bit laggy tonight. We'll start with the exterior missions, and we'll do the patrol catastrophe next. Oh, the ballista. Right off the bat, it makes me regret making that decision. Let's get rid of the ballista first. The mission itself isn't so bad, but ever since they made the changes to the combat rating, it's not quite the same. The birds are much harder to kill than they used to be, and you pretty much have no choice but to use the... I'm gonna die. Oh, that is a right weird glitch. Oh, let's go on the other side. Essentially, ever since they made the changes to the combat rating, like the ability that fires multiple arrows it's pretty much pointless now. It doesn't do anything. You pretty much have to use the flame arrow, and even the flame arrow sometimes you'll need 2 or 3 arrows in order to defeat one bird. It's not so much an issue now that I'm 113, but when I was like 103, holy crap, those birds took forever to defeat. And of course, it doesn't help if you keep on missing them. Holy crap.
I'm on Xbox One and I have a Justice Lord's Batman with the color palette that I can easily switch to Nightmare Batman from Dawn of Justice.
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, maybe I should make a Nightmare Batman. I'll have to give it some thoughts. Close, but not close enough. That wasn't. It's going a little too fast for me. As you saw, the arrow hit him, but didn't do anything. It happens. Usually, one arrow is good enough to defeat a bird, but sometimes they'll require 2 or 3 arrows. Like now. Oh, I lost my ballista. So let's use another one. Oh, wrong button. I played Destiny a bit earlier today, so I'm a bit confused with my button mashing. Somehow I missed it, even though it was coming right at me. It happens. Could have sworn the target was right on the bird, but somehow the arrow went. And again, you saw the arrow hit the bird and it didn't do anything. Well, just one more and we'll be done with this. So that mission wasn't so bad in the past, but ever since the changes to the combat rating, holy crap, those birds are pretty hard to defeat sometimes. Especially when you're combat rating 103. So let's free some birds from their cages. I'm not sure what that Cyclops is doing there. Let's get rid of it. Oh, I was a bit distracted. There's still a few birds to free. I was already on my way to defeat the boss. Not too much in a hurry, I guess. But yeah, now I think we have pretty much all the styles we need to create a pretty proper Nightmare Batman. Actually, there's quite a few other Batman we probably can create. I should probably look into that at some point and maybe make a video about that. Okay, now we can go fight the evil boss. Yeah, I know the yellow arrow is pointing into another direction. I just didn't set it so that it indicate where this mission is. Let's summon our friend the sidekick, just because. I wish we could customize our sidekick. I could turn mine into a Robin character, but not really an option yet. But we're told that at some point we would be able maybe to customize our sidekick, but it didn't happen yet. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. So we just did Flock, Stock, and Barrel, Tour of Duty. Oh, let's try with the Scry Havoc. And let loose the dogs of war. I don't know much Shakespeare, but I guess I know that. That's what I heard.
Enemy troops are passing south of our rooftop base.
Well, let's see if there's any evil villains on this map tonight. I guess not. Sadly, the PvP phase is pretty deserted. Ever since they made it so that people cannot create a character directly in the PvP open world, or in the PvP phase, I should say, the phase has been pretty empty ever since. There's still a few people, but nor as much as there used to be. And of course, splitting up the player base amongst multiple maps probably doesn't help either. Like essentially, the player base is split between open Gotham, open Metropolis, open Metropolis Battle Zone, open Gotham Battle Zone.
This is awesome. It
Thank
got
you.
this game.
This game is it's a pretty fun game. It has its flaws, but overall, it's really fun. Just give me a second. If you love playing a superhero, this is the game.
You're familiar with Gotham City. Please escort one of our sisters to a nearby outpost. Thank you.
Oh, the Joker.
Scanning.
Oh. Essentially, if you're wondering what happened, there's the Joker and there's Batman somewhere on this map. If you're a villain and you see the Joker, you can go help out your friend, the Joker. And if you're a hero and you see the Batman, you can go and help your friend, the Batman. Obviously, if you're a hero, you cannot go attack the Joker. As you can see, the game pretty much throws you away if you try to do that. Which is sad, but I can understand why. Essentially, the Joker is not meant for hero players; it's meant for villain players, and Batman is meant for hero players.
Sure is dark
So
here.
I can understand. So let's go see our little friend here. Captain Susana. And let's go fight some Amazons. I guess we're all a bit curious to see what they're going to do with the Wonder Woman movie. Hopefully they'll do a good job. Although before that, there's the Suicide Squad film. So.
Are you exited for Spider-Man PS4?
Not really. What little we saw so far, I hated the costume. That big white spider on the chest. Holy crap, that looks awful. I guess it's probably not a big deal because we're probably going to have to be able to get new skins. But still, I always wonder what went through their mind when they do stuff like that. And I understand that they're probably trying to put their stamp on the characters. I've seen that happen way too often. I've worked on many projects as a character designer, and I've seen many designers trying to put their stamp on a series or on a project. And often I've seen them redesign perfectly good design just so that it would be more like in their styles.
Do
So
you
that
like
happens.
Bart Allen?
I didn't quite get that. Just a second. Yeah, I like Bart. I remember when he first got, before he even first got his first series, his first appearance in The Flash. I was reading The Flash at the time. It was at the time it was Wally West who was the Flash, and I think his first appearance was drawn even by Carlos Pacheco, and I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed his first few issues. I didn't follow his miniseries or his ongoing series afterwards. He had his own Impulse miniseries or ongoing series, I should say. I tried the first handful of issues, and Humberto Ramos had a very cartoony style. That was okay, but it wasn't my favorite. And then at some point they made him Kid Flash, and later on they even went as far as to make him the Flash. Which I'm not sure why they did that, but anyway. But he was a Flash
Can
for
you
about...
do it Quo Flash series?
I do have a few videos with the Flash. Ironically, essentially it started with more or less a Barry Allen sort of Flash, but it morphed into Jay Garrick once I got the Jay Garrick helmet, and it'll be probably even worse once I get the shock jock style. But I do have a handful of Flash videos, and I'll probably make some more, yes.
Scanning.
How are you? I haven't watched your vids in a long time.
Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. How come you haven't been watching my videos? I'm so sad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad to have you back. But no, I'm doing good. And strangely enough, we're very close to having 700 videos. Holy crap! And we passed the 300 subscribers, which I'm very happy about. I should have made a video about that, but I had a truckload of other videos I wanted to make, so I'll have to make a retroactive 300 player video, 300 subscribers video. And we got the fourth color not too long ago, which I was waiting for. I was hoping we would get it sooner rather than later, so that we could customize our characters even more. I was also hoping we would get the.
Good, that's good to hear. I'm one of those subs.
Oh well, thank you very much, good sir, or ma'am. I can't see your name right now. Sorry. I was hoping we would be able to essentially we're supposed to be able to purchase the styles at some point, the same way we can purchase skill points. So I was hoping we would get that sooner, so that I would be able to purchase a few styles for a few of my characters. But sadly, apparently it won't be until 2017 or something. So we're gonna have to wait for that. Probably could be able to jump straight in the middle and fight everything, but force of habit, that's pretty much how I got into the habit of doing this mission. Clear out everything around the evil boss and then get rid of the boss.
What dogs you have?
I didn't quite get that, just give me a second.
location data has been
What
defined.
docks I have? I'm not sure I get the question. Docks? Oh, white statue. I don't see that often. Oh, got too close. So let's find ourselves a few of those Brainiac robots.
Calculation completed.
That little fella survived.
Wow, what level are you?
Combat rating 113. Not sure why we have level up to 30 and then it changes to combat rating because effectively our
I'm new DLCS.
LCS. Give me a second. Oh, DLCs. You meant DLCs. I don't have any. Actually, I have the Fight for the Light DLC. It was the first DLC that was released. So before becoming legendary, I purchased that one DLC, and I purchased a couple of other stuff. Essentially, I was free to play for about, I don't know, 3 days, and then I purchased the Batman character for Legend, the future Batman character for Legend for about $5. And then a bit later, I purchased the Fight for the Light DLC. But after playing for about a month, I quickly decided to become a subscriber. So as a subscriber, you don't really have DLCs. You get access to all the DLCs, but you don't really own them. So the only DLC I really own is the Fight for the Light because I purchased it before I decided to become a legendary. But technically, I have all the DLCs right now. And from what I understand from the latest announcement they made, they're planning to open the DLCs to everyone. Apparently,
The
like
robots are
free-to-play
after my
players and well,
sisters.
premium players will have longer uh, loot lockdown or lockup. I'm not sure how to properly call that. But of course, they're going to be able to reset the missions using replay badges. As you may have noticed, I use an odd mixture of advanced mechanic, weapon masteries, and iconic powers. I wouldn't recommend most players to do that, but I'm crazy enough to do that kind of stuff. but it doesn't give you the most effective character, I suppose. I guess many groups would probably kick me if I used this loadout in a 4-player mission or 8-player mission.
Scanning.
Which is why I have my Justice Lord Batman armory, I suppose. Although usually in group missions I don't play DPS. I normally play as a role, but once in a while someone will ask that I switch to DPS. Why that shield is still there. There we go. I should have known. Even though the shield wasn't there, I didn't do much damage to the evil harpy. Sometimes the game cheats like that. You think the shield is gone and use your ability, and it turns out it wasn't really gone, only the animation was gone. And we got some hand blasters. I did this mission a lot, and sadly I never get the weapon I use. I pretty much always get another weapon. Oh, I never get the weapon I use. And I got a 98 blasters. Oh, that's nice. So sadly it makes me think, and it makes others think that too, that the rewards sadly seems weighted so that we get the wrong weapon somehow.
Thank you, but I have one last request.
Which isn't really surprising, I suppose.
Situation to my commander.
So let's go back to see our friend Commander Adonia. And we should still be getting marks of victory from all those missions. But it's not really well indicated, especially in the case of certain missions like the open missions in this map. But if I'm not mistaken, we still get marks of victory until we reach 116, I think.
Sense of direction. Someday you'll have to show me the city.
And let's see. Doesn't really matter. So I pretty much got the full suit, and at this point, I'm not really going to make a DPS gear. I'm going to keep on using my controller gear. And of course, you saw I don't have my boost right now. I could probably go and purchase them, but I don't think I will. At least not right now. So let's go to the Watchtower, and from there we'll go to New Genesis. there's Brittany. Not sure if the same Brittany, if it's the same Brittany from the podcast, the DCUO podcast. Oh, I don't need to talk to this guy.
New Genesis is under attack. Parademons from Apocalypse have invaded and are attacking the
Oh,
Select.
let's repair first.
How may we aid you?
And let us switch to our Justice Lord Batman. The enemies over here are a little tough. If I try to take them out with my roleplay Batman, I'll probably get the snot beaten out of me. Although even now it's going to be a risky business. Okay. Now we've hit some uber lag.
Explosive arm awaiting detonation. Explosive.
Let's get rid of that little fella here. So right now we're pretty much using the advanced mechanic. With the advanced mechanic, you pretty much don't really need to use your weapon, or barely, as you can see.
Scanning.
And if all goes well, you pretty much can use your powers as much as you want. Because the one thing I like about that is that I can spam my powers. And as you can see, I don't have my boosts right now. So if anyone ever tells you that you need your boosts to play the game, just tell them no. Or I should say that you need your white mods. It's a bit trickier when your enemies are spread apart, but you can do it. As you saw, they all respawned just at the wrong time, which happens.
Scanning. Calculation complete. Scanning.
Let's get a bit of health back.
How come you don't jump cancel Feargat?
I like watching the animation. I'm not much of a jump canceller, I suppose, or I don't do much clipping, I should say. So I usually enjoy seeing the whole animation. It's a silly thing, but
Fearges.
Explosive arm. Sending detonation signal.
I know it can be annoying a bit if you're stuck in the animation for too long. I don't mind it so much.
Data upload.
Oh, the animation is cool though.
Well, most of the animation, I really enjoy most of the animation in this game. Whether the effects of certain powers, some of those I like the best. Like Atomic has some really awesome animation. I love also Quantum. The effects of Quantum, I love those. At some point when I created a new character to play with my friends, I created a Quantum character because holy crap, I thought these effects were really sweet. What I really like overall the look of DC Universe Online, whether the animation or the characters or the visuals. Even though I know that often people will complain that the graphics are crappy, quote unquote, or updated or old or whatever. Actually, I really like the way the game looks. I burned a little too much power. Essentially, once you start being interrupted, it's bad.
Self
And if somehow you mess up your advanced mechanic and you keep on using your powers, well, you pretty much burn through your power bar pretty quick. Oh, and we have a friend here who's pulling enemies behind him.
Data upload activated. Data upload activated. Explosive arm awaiting.
I really enjoy the look of the game, and so I don't really clip the animation.
Explosive arm.
Although once in a while, I'm sure
Explosive
when in a tough spot, I probably
data upload.
clip if I really have to.
Explosive.
Like if I'm about to die and the clipping would save my character, I would probably clip. But that's pretty much the exception to the rule, I suppose.
Data upload activated.
Ah, our friend helped us. Really sweet. As you can see, I don't have my battle display anymore, so let's resummon it.
Data upload activated. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
I don't know if you noticed it, there's a bit of lag. It took quite a while for my character to click on those bombs.
Awaiting detonation. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Oh, wow, I can hear something. Oh, there it is.
Explosive arm awaiting detonation.
And I saw another something all the way over there. So let's go there. Okay, so we have about 11 enemies left to defeat. So let's get to it. So as you can see between each power use, you have a few seconds to reposition yourself and still not lose the battle display. Well, I guess our friend pulled every enemy as he left. No, that's okay. We'll do fine. have sworn EMP was a block breaker. I guess not. Sadly, I'm too close to the wall. I don't really see what's going on. Just a few more. Just one more. Let's go for that one. So, as you can see, I usually try and save this drag for when I get knocked down. Although once in a while I'll try to use it as some sort of a finishing move. Doesn't always work, but it works more often than not. Let's get out of here. So that went fairly well. So let's see what's in the box. Shoulder pads or a cape. Pretty much have 98 gear everywhere anyway. And we have the style already. I thought we had more than... I didn't think we had 98 gear everywhere. Oh well. Even worse, 94. But at least we have a good weapon, which probably helps us a bit.
May I repair your gear?
So I guess the next piece of gear we'll purchase will be probably a chest piece, although we could probably buy a ring right away. We'll be patient and we'll wait for the chest. Ah, I look so sweet with all the shiny things. I should probably spend those loyalty points. We'll have to give it some thoughts. Holy crap, I have some Mark of Lore. That was a while ago. So let's see, what else could we do? I guess we could do the Spark of Parallax. Either that or we could try the Spark of Ion. Okay, let's try the Spark of Parallax and we'll try the Spark of Ion right after. I just want to check something first. There is this vendor over here which sells mods for elite gear. Yeah, we have access. I didn't think we could have access to it right away. But of course, then you need elite gear for those mods, and unless you replay like crazy, there's no way you're going to have that gear. There's no way. I kind of hate the way you cannot see the gear unless you have access to it. Not sure why would they don't allow us to actually see the gear and just put a mention cannot purchase yet. If we don't have the requirement for, come on. That reminds me why I don't like Acro Battle that much. There we go. I'm not sure if we have access to the vendor that's right here. Probably not. Holy crap, we do. All this time I was going to New Genesis. Oh well. My bad. So I guess the next gear we'll purchase will be here. Unless, of course, we want to stay beneath combat rating 116 for as long as we can. Well, we'll see. Oh yeah, let's repair. Or did I? Yeah. Well, let's see if there's anything we need to sell. So sadly, the vendors are holy sneaky. Let's say yes. And let's face him with our Justice Lord.
You lose.
Oh. Let's give him a little bow. He's so proud of himself.
First century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
This looks like a job for
Brainiac.
Damn, he's really proud. He's still dancing. So let's go in the corner where we won't be bothered too much. Let us switch back to DPS. And let us go fight some lanterns. I probably should switch back to my Justice Lord Batman, but what the heck.
So let's get the show on the road.
Show some respect, George.
If I get my teeth kicked in, then I'll switch.
Parallax within me, the first being to experience fear in this universe. I must transfer it to the central power battery before it is snuffed out completely.
Just don't make me regret this alliance, Sinestro. I've got my eyes on you.
Red Lanterns on quad. Destroy.
Scanning.
My power knows no bounds.
Again, I use an odd mixture of advanced mechanic, weapon mastery, and iconic powers, and I wouldn't suggest that combo to most people.
Dare step foot on quad.
Destroy Sinestro! We will bring his head to Atrocitus!
Uh-oh. Sounds like Sinestro bit off more than we can chew.
I will feed you to Parallax. What? My ring? What's happening?
We need to get in there, fast!
That spark! Forget Sinestro! Get the spark! They will take it for Atrocitus!
Whatever they've done, it's caused Sinestro to lose the spark. If they get away with it, we'll all be in big trouble.
So let's use the best use of this track, which is it allows us to raise a fallen comrade when lots of evil enemies are trying to stop you. So usually I'll start with Vice. No real reason other than I think he's the one that's most difficult to defeat. So I try to defeat him first while he's not too difficult to defeat. Because if you keep it, the last boss you try to defeat, there's a lot of area of effect, like explosions and all that good stuff that tries to kick your teeth in. So I usually don't want to have Vice and those effects all at once. So I try to defeat Vice when he's at the easiest point to defeat him, which is right now. Sure. why the camera, probably because of the rock over there. People often wonder why I keep the camera so close. Essentially, what I hate is that when the camera is too far away, as soon as you get close to a wall, you end up with this. So I usually keep the camera fairly close so that the transition is not too jarring. It's still a bit annoying, but it's not as bad as when it goes from all the way. So again, distract, perfect to break out or get back on our feet if we get knocked down. Of course, when the enemies do that multiple times, then there's not much you can do. I guess I would need a breakout trinket as well. Maybe later. Sadly, I have a lot of characters, and unlocking the 4 slots of the utility belt for all my characters, not really an option. So a lot of characters, as you can see, have only two slots, the 2 free slots technically. Oh, let's see what our friends are doing. Okay, they're fighting the Red Lanterns. Oh, that's fine. I don't think Hal or Sinestro need me. They're doing a good job taking care of the mobs, so I can focus on our friend Bleed. And essentially, I'm saving my sidekick for when I'll fight Metallo last.
Yup.
Hi there. Just fighting some evil lanterns. I was worried for a second. I thought our friend Sinestro was maybe down for the count. I guess I'm gonna have to use the healing barrel. There we go.
Scanning.
As you see, I used my distract EMP combo to try. I tried to use it as a finishing move, and it didn't quite work, but it did bring Blaze pretty close to being defeated, so it was worth it in the end. Even though it wasn't a proper finishing move, it did the job well enough. That was a strange lag. So let's summon our old friend. I wish I could call him Robin, but we can't give him a name. That's so sad. If we could customize our sidekick, it would allow us the opportunity to have our own dynamic duo, but maybe some other time. As you see, there's a whole bunch of effects hitting us from various places. So if we had those effects while fighting Vice, holy crap, it turns the Vice fight into a nightmare. So I prefer to defeat Vice when there's no such effects. And I keep Metallo for last because I don't really mind those effects while I'm fighting Metallo. But I'd rather not have those effects while I'm fighting fights. And we're almost done.
We must act now. I will be the conduit and transfer the spark of parallax to the battery. It is complete. Parallax will be reconstituted.
So let's see what we got.
However, something.
Ooh, martial arts. I don't really need it, sadly.
You'll get no argument from me. And while I can't
I guess I could
Parallax again,
create myself some martial arts DPS weapon. Nah, I won't bother. Let's go for the Mark of Victory instead. So let's talk to our friend Sinestro.
It's time for you to leave. Do not make me send for an escort.
All right, let's get out of here. I don't like the way Parallax is eyeballing me.
And let's get out of here. Let's go and play a Spark of Ion Duo. If we can. I should have expected that. Sadly, trying to do some of the group missions has been challenging a bit lately. There doesn't seem to be that many people queuing for those missions. I remember at some point I thought that it was maybe because of survival mode. I thought, oh well, everyone's busy doing playing the survival mode, but it was before survival mode went live, so I was a bit sad when I saw that.
I buy, sell, and repair equipment for the good of the insect empire.
So let's see, what else can we do? I guess we could gear for a whole bunch of other missions. Well, let's go back to our base. I should probably save my marks. Oh, there we go. So let's say hi to our friend.
Taking control of this situation. I'm sending in the suicide squad to assist you. I assure you that those mercenaries will comply.
I'm glad you've come. I need your help with taking the spark out of the central power. But there's an army of orange lanterns between here and there. We cannot allow the spark's light to fade. Oh, and don't worry about Sinestro. This time he's on our side.
If you're finished, Jordan, we should move on. Or have you already forgotten how quickly the spark siphons your base power?
I can tell this is going to be fun.
Is that
Relax. Sinestro's going to Sinestro, you missed the old days.
Even if I did, reminiscing is pointless.
Scanning.
So in theory, this should be a pretty easy run if our friend is 130, but you never know. Sometimes missions that should be easy with a high-level player turn into a bit of a I was about to say nightmare, but let's say they turn a bit more challenging than they actually should be. Oh no, I'm trapped. There we go. It wasn't a big deal, but it was long enough to make me lose my battle display. Well, luckily I've noticed, so I was able to cast it again. Well, once in a while you'll lose it and you don't notice it, so you keep on using your power and then you ask yourself, why is my power bar empty? Although casting it once in a while, even though you don't really need it, nothing good. Well, let's go for the gold bullion.
Another orange light. Prepare yourselves.
Oh, let's summon our old friend. Well, let's get started. I'm not sure why people use the
OMG
barrel.
Multiverse, your live, I love your bits.
Well, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. I'm not sure why people break the barrel right at the start of the fight. Sorry about that. Usually as the fight starts, no one needs power, no one needs health, but sometimes people will break the barrel right as the fight starts. I know they mean well, but personally I would much prefer to wait a bit before using the barrel. Although in this case it doesn't matter, we don't really need it. The Dark Child will probably solo his mission by himself. So it's not a big deal. Usually I would save the barrel for when we actually need some elf or need some power. Nothing. Precision? Nah.
Multiverse, who is your favorite superhero?
Oh, I would have to say the Batman. Even before I would have said it was the Batman, and without knowing it, it was the Batman, because I was also really attracted to characters that either were inspired by the Batman or that had inspired the Batman itself. Like I was a big fan of the Phantom.
That's why I'm giving it to you temporarily.
Are you sure that's wise, Jordan?
We don't have time for wise. Besides,
I was a big fan of the Phantom, the Shadow, a whole bunch of characters that were either inspired by Batman or that had inspired Batman.
now we're talking.
Scanning.
He's my third. I love Flash and Green Lantern.
Yeah, when I was... Holy crap, what happened? When I was about 10, I discovered the Flash, and holy crap, did I love that character. At about the same time, I discovered the Flash and Daredevil, and for a while, I probably would have said that those were my two favorites. But in the long run, obviously, Batman has pretty much always been my favorite, more or less. But I love a lot of characters.
Multiverse.
Well, thank you.
Transfer the spark, Jordan.
All right, here it goes. Ion is back. We did it.
Jordan, you're not alone in here.
Onulus? He's been spying on us.
You're not scary. I can have.
So let's fight our friend Clomulus. I'm not sure what happened and why our friend Darkchild was defeated earlier, but it doesn't really matter. I guess when I watch the tape later on, maybe I'll see what happened. Although it seems to have happened behind my back, so not sure. I'm a bit surprised. I would have expected our friend Darkchild to pretty much be able to solo this mission. But it goes to show you that you never know.
Who's your favorite villain?
There's quite a few, I would say. But the one favorite, I'd say maybe Dr. Doom. Especially Dr. Doom from either the John Byrne era or the Jack Kirby era.
As usual, the Star Sapphire's hearts are in the right place, but what they're doing is wrong. Abducting people, taking them to Zamaron, and forcing them to...
He had this sort of nobility around him that made him pretty special as a character.
Thanks for this.
Mine too.
Ion will be restored, and now we have the will to move forward. Sinestro says thanks
Oh,
to
I wanted to make a little victory thumbs up to our friend. Oh, there it is. Could have sworn I was hearing something. But there's a lot of villains that I really enjoy. Galactus is a really awesome villain. I really love Magneto as well.
It would be unwise to underestimate him. Do yourself a favor and don't let your guard down.
And the Flash has a lot of great villains, and Batman too, obviously. Well, at least we got a belt. Oh, that wasn't so bad. I was wondering if I should maybe purchase. Let's purchase.
I love your house. In
Well,
the
thank
game.
you. Thank you. I'm fairly happy with it. Only thing I had a hard time fitting was the T-Rex. I guess this is the last bad place I could fit it. I would have wanted to put it maybe here, but there's this bar over here which essentially blocks the view. So this was the less bad option. Another option would be to use another layer. Some layers don't have that beam in the way, so I could probably use one of those. But I wouldn't have a bad cave anymore, so I'm a little torn between the two. But I have to admit, I'm fairly happy of how it came out, especially with the Batman base items. We even have the BVS Alfred right here. A few Bat computers. Bat entrance for the Batmobile if we need to. These arms, I have no idea what they really do. I guess they're mechanical arms of some sorts. And of course, there's the big Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman poster. That was one of the anniversary gifts, I think. It's been a while. And I wish we could have. I should probably purchase. I wish I could have a few more of this emblem, but that means purchasing a whole pack of Batman-based items. I'm not sure if I would go that far. And of course, the Joker card, obviously. And the big penny. Although in the League Hall, I have a few, like a penny, a dime,
Whoa,
a
this is
quarter.
really cool. Emoji smiling face with open mouth.
Well, thank you, thank you. They did a really good job with the base items. I have to give them that. Especially once they started giving us the Batman base items and the Flash base items. Holy crap! And finally we have our Batmobile, which some of us have been asking for at least a few years until they finally gave it to us. But then the Bat computers, holy crap! They look so sweet. I even have a chair for that. And the Moebius chair, holy crap! Is this awesome? Fits so well with my God. I'm not sure how to properly call it. Godhood Batman or Bat God. Essentially, which could be the Batman version from what was it called? The Dark Side War in the Justice League comics for a while. I only wish the only sad thing is that we cannot sit in the Moebius chair. It would be so awesome to be able to sit in that, or even if it was
That is awesome.
Thank you. So let's see, do we do one more or do we call it quits for tonight? Well, let's see. Well, I guess we could probably do one more duo, or do we? The suggested CR is 117. I'm confident I can do it, but I'm not sure if someone will want to play the mission with a low-level player. Oh, let's try it. Oh, let's try a 4-player mission. So let's try it to Mascara, Legal, Security Breach. Let's try Zamaron.
What other heroes do you have? And sorry that the reader for the messages are interrupting you.
Well, that's okay. I have a lot of heroes actually. Actually, I could show them to you. Essentially, I have the Ant Master, which is essentially is a Ant-Man character that I'm planning to build. Essentially, I'm planning to have an armory that would be Ant-Man, an armory that would be Yellow Jacket, and an armory that would be Giant Man. I have the Avenging Knight, which is a sort of Hawkeye Green Arrow hybrid. I have the Bat Knight, which is this little guy here. At some point, I made a Batgirl character. I'm still working on her. I just barely created her. I have another Batman on PC. Essentially, I had created a Batman on PS3 and a Batman on PC, so I still have both characters. I toyed with the idea of changing one of the two Batman into something else. I'm just not sure what all yet. And of course, I made a Batman Beyond. I made a Superman Blue Lantern, a Captain America, a Captain Marvel, or Shazam as he's called nowadays. I've made a Thing character. I've made a Daredevil character. I have a Green Lantern Batman. I have a Flash character. I have a Spectre character. I have a Green Lantern, the Alan Scott Green Lantern. I have a Human Torch. I have an Invisible Girl or Woman. An Iron Man, obviously. I have the Phantom. This was pretty much my first main character. Essentially, I created, I don't know, three, four, five characters, which I deleted after a while, and then I created the Phantom, and that pretty much became my first real character. Then I have Magneto, which became my main at some point after the Phantom. I have a Mr. Miracle. I have a Manhunter, which I had to call Myth Hunter because somehow Manhunter or Mask Hunter didn't want to work. I have a Robin, which I created not too long ago. I have a Red Sun Superman. I have a Red Warhawk, essentially a Hawkman using a red power ring, a Red Lantern Hawkman, if it makes sense. I have a Sandwalker, which is an original character. The same with the Saturn Knight. I have a Spider Kid, a Spider-Man character. I have the Strange Warlock, which is my Doctor Strange. I created a Supergirl at some point. I have the Paladin, which is an original character. I created a Vision character, a Wonder Woman character, a Wolverine character, and a Wonder Man character. I had a hard time finding a Wonder Man type of name, so I settled for Wonder Mask. So that pretty much covers. There might be one more that I can't think of, but that seems to pretty much cover it all. Like there may be a new character I created that's not part of the league of the league yet. So let's see. Could have sworn there was one more that I can't obviously know. Okay, let's try with those. I'm leaving Intergang Crime Wave out of it because gonna be a bit annoying with a pug group.
These are so cool. I made a Flash and a Doctor Strange, but I just started, so emoji crying face.
That's okay, you'll get there at some point. And essentially all those characters are from two accounts. You're limited to 32 characters for an account. But since I have an account on PS4 and an account on PC, well, I can have a lot of characters. Sadly, at this time of night, I don't think we'll have anyone really playing 4-player tier 5 or tier 6. Oh, I'm so sad. I guess I'm gonna have to try tomorrow for 4-player missions. I'm just wondering if there's something else I could do. Nah, but we'll try again tomorrow, I guess. So I guess that's going to be it for now, guys. So tomorrow I'll try to make well, during the weekend I'll try to make a few flash
Oh, okay,
videos.
then I'll make all of my favorite superhero and villains and others.
You have plenty of time for that. So during the weekend I'll try to make a few flash videos, and I have a video or two that I'm working on also on the side. So once I'm done, oh, I guess we can do one more. So let's play one more. Unless someone declines, which would not surprise me. So let's say hello to our little friends.
Please hurry to my central core.
For now on, I will be here to support you all the time.
Ah, thank you. You're so sweet. But it's okay. You don't have to. I can understand that sometimes life gets in the way. Well, I guess we're supposed to go. I have to admit, it's been a real long time since I did this one.
But I want to and I will. Emoji smiling face with open mouth. Emoji smiling face with open mouth.
Well, thank you. You're very sweet.
You're such a cool guy.
I think we locked out the 164 player out. almost there. That wasn't too bad, all things considered. Let's go for the belt.
Larfleeze is making a
If we're lucky, he'll give us a style.
He's tried it before, but this time he's somehow got an edge on us. You've got to get to Oa before it's too late. I'm going to stay behind and make sure Mogo's safe.
Oh, no style. But it's okay, I can understand if sometimes people cannot do everything they want to do. Well, sometimes life gets in the way. It happens.
Probably a few other surprises as well. Watch your six.
When I was playing DC Universe Online, I saw someone's name which was the ABCs and his friends were 1 through 10.
That doesn't surprise me. People will make lots of funny names. Oh, we lost the tank. Holy crap, it's been a while since I did that. I barely remember this. Well, let's go for the ring.
Lantern engineers. You'll need their help to purify the central power battery.
Oh.
Imagine Superman as a White Lantern.
Well, we did see White Lantern Superman in Blackest Night. I should probably make a lantern video at some point. Ah, come on. It appeared just as I was there. I'm so sad. And sadly, no one wants to pick you up. That is strange. I'm starting to remember why I haven't done this mission in a long time.
Oh yay, but how about Galactus as a White Lantern Ong?
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I'll try and make some sort of lantern-themed video at some point. I guess so.
Lar Fleas will never give up, but it's good to know that I can count on you guys to help out when he gets angry.
There it is.
Finally, I know that there's another entity, but I haven't heard or seen much of it in this war. Perhaps it's escaped whatever happened to the rest of the emotional entities. I guess we'll find out eventually, huh?
I guess this counts as some sort of operation. So let's leave.
Mogo's a nice guy, right down to his core.
Let's go back to our base. So I guess that's going to be it for now. So essentially, I have a few videos in the pipeline. Although lately I did quite a few videos about various costumes, I guess you could say. Essentially, I did the Justice Lord, the Crime Syndicate, and the Squadron Supreme. I have a few others in mind that I'm planning to do. I'm planning to do Legion of Superheroes, although I probably won't do a huge video with like a billion Legion of Superhero members. I'll probably just do a handful of them, or I'll do multiple videos. Like I'll do one videos with let's say 4 characters, and then I'll do another video with 4 more characters, and I'll do maybe I guess a series, 3, 4, 5 videos, depending on how many how many Legion of Superheroes characters I can try and recreate with the DC Universe Online character creator. Some will be fairly easy, like it's pretty easy to recreate a character like Lightning Lad. But Cosmic Boy, it's a bit tricky, especially the chest. There's no real chest. There's no chest that really screams Cosmic Boy. So I know I'm going to have a hard time with that one. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. So I have a few videos in the pipeline like that. But during the weekend, I'll try to do at least 1 or 2 Flash video. People seems to enjoy that character, and I'm sure I'll make 1 or 2 more that I can't think of right now. We'll see. So that's enough rambling. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now, guys. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.